It's gotten you hyped.
Yeah, man, that's true.
Is there
It's not only for
Tiger in
playing
there?
sports, it's for talking about sports. Second hour of First Things First today. Stan Van says Kyrie and Luka, arguably the best offensive backcourt ever. Brew makes his own list and may disagree. Meanwhile, what are the chances the Pacers' hot shooting streak continues? The answer, slim to none.
Really?
Well, I crunched the numbers. It's called regression to the mean.
Oh, there you go.
To say. But right now, of course, it's time for the most motivational segment in all of sports. It's also time when we read a little bit of viewer mail. The year 2024, we get a ton of mail still. I don't know if our address is out there. People just love the show and also love physical mail.
Yeah.
And this music.
Dear Wilds, love the show. Do you remember Luka's Christmas Day outfit? Cheers, Ryan and Brian. It just seems like such a non sequitur. It usually has something to do. I mean,
Yeah.
Luka is in the Western Conference Finals.
But it's not
He had-
Christmas time.
It's not Christmas time, so I guess the answer is no. I asked Josh to put together a graph. Yes, I do remember that now. He wore a full-on cowboy outfit on Christmas.
I mean, look, Luka's a professional athlete. I get it, he's going to be built better than me, but that's a little, I mean, that's a little much.
Again, I would like to retire this bit. I would like to
No, you
retire.
wouldn't. You do it every week. You love cowboy boots.
I do.
All right, let's get going. Number 3, Jalen Brunson.
Oh.
I know, it's odd. He's done playing,
is odd.
right?
Yeah, it's
Had a
weirder than
great
the letter.
year. Even though they didn't go as far as he wanted to go,
Yeah.
they had a great season. He had a great season. But now, huge decision.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
He has to decide. He's eligible for a 4-year, $156 million contract extension. Or he can wait until next summer, play another season, wait until next offseason to get a 5-year, $270 million deal.
I'd do that.
Now, well, that's initially you think, oh, just wait, right? But there are things to consider. Number 1, injury.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right? He's already, he's got the broken hand. And he's only played in his 6 seasons, he's only played 70 or more games 3 times. Okay? Remember Isaiah Thomas.
Well, that's the.
We've talked about it before. He's had a year very similar to this. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals in Boston. He was top 5 MVP voting, and he was set for a max or near max contract extension. Got hurt, and the last 6 years of his career, he made a total of $11 million.
That's.
So, if you get injured, that really could hurt you. This other thing, Andrew Bynum also waited and never got a big payday years ago. You also played for Tom Thibodeau. And in fairness to Tibbs, Jalen's only averaged 35 minutes a game in the 2 regular seasons with the Knicks. But in the playoffs, it goes up to 40. You just wonder, could he get hurt under Tibbs? So it makes it tough. Look, I would wait.
Wow.
I know it's risky, right? I would wait, though, and try to get that deal next year. But, Jalen, I believe that you and your dad, Rick, who I covered when he played for the Knicks, will make the right decision. I believe in you guys. All right, number 2, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
This was kind of, Aaron, look, I like that you're owning this thing. I like what you're saying. Not off the field, but as far as football stuff. I like your direction. You are owning this. You are all in. You're at OTAs. And you rightly said, if I don't play the way I know I'm capable of playing, we're all going to be gone. And you're right. All right, I've said it on here. If healthy, offensive line looks solid. If healthy, receiving core looks very good, I would say.
Sure.
If healthy, you got to keep saying this with the Jets.
Okay.
Breece Hall, good running back.
Yeah.
Good running back. Defense, we know, will be at the very least solid and good. It really is up to you, Aaron Rodgers, to get it done. Now, you came in talking about Super Bowl and the trophy looks lonely, because it is lonely. It's been since, 1969? But here's the great thing. You don't even have to win a Super Bowl. If you just get the Jets to the playoffs for the first time in 14 years, you will be the toast of New York. All right? You said you don't want to go out like a bum. this is your big chance. I actually believe in you, Aaron, that you still have something left where you will not go out like a bum. All right, at number 1, this is where the motivation comes in.
Here we go.
Sorry, Nick, I had to do it. Anthony Edwards. All right, and you've been great. All right, you have been phenomenal on the court and on the mic. Like, we love hearing from you. You give us some great comments, all right? But you got to get it done now, all right? You're the new hotness. Everybody's talking about you as a future face of the league. And among those kind of the new guys vying for this, Luka, SGA, Jokic, Jason Tatum, you have the most charisma and the most spectacular game. All right, so it's there for the taking, but what do you have to do to be the face of the league?
Win.
You got to win. You got to win. So, look, you're young, but I know you have to figure out that fine line between let me attack, let me be aggressive, but stay within the system, stay within myself, and let my teammates cook when they got it going. It's tough to do. You don't have much time to figure it out. You have to figure it out within this series, but I believe you can do it. And I'm going to say this too, last thing. Last night, you had 10 ass stocks. All right? That's not bad, actually. That's pretty good.
That's all right.
But I'm going to say to you, Ant, just like you said to Charles Barkley.
Oh, no.
In game 2, bring your ass stocks.
I don't know.
And I believe in you.
I believe you believe in him, Drew. This is well done. All right, it's that time of year again. And I had decided I was going to be over this. I was going to be the bigger man.
Yeah.
I was going to move on and say, you know what, jealousy doesn't look good on anyone. Envy doesn't. I think some of those are deadly sins, maybe both. I'm not sure. Certainly at least one of them.
Yeah.
But now I feel I'm being taunted. So I'm putting the NBA awards voting process on the Bud list.
It's not a time for personal gripes.
Well, let me ask you a question, Wilds. How many voters do you think there are? Give it a guess. Just guess.
261.
Oh, gosh.
No.
About half of that.
No.
Okay.
It's about
130.5.
Okay, no. So what if I were to tell you there were this year 99 official voters? Does that even make
I
sense
didn't know that.
to anyone?
Sorry. Yeah,
99, Drew.
Because Luka
You
got
sure?
98.
'Cause they have 100.
No, it was 99.
99.
It was 99. It's almost like they have a spot open for somebody and they won't send the email. 99? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It makes tallying the results harder too. And I would leave it alone. Be like, okay, it's better off without me. But they butchered it again. Y'all see an all-NBA team? Go try to field that roster. You can't because it's 4 centers and a big man because they bastardized that thing last year by changing the rules. What about the all defensive team, I should say. I misspoke.
Oh, I was
Sorry.
say, yeah,
the
yeah,
all
yeah.
defensive
All
team.
defense.
I get fired up.
There you go.
Yeah, all defensive team. 4 centers, all defensive second team, all guards. Makes no sense. These are historical artifacts and they matter. Now we go to all NBA. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, okay, let's see where everyone lands. And I see Kawhi Leonard second team, LeBron James third team. And I'm like, well, that's odd. So, and I know, Brew, and I'm sorry because I checked your ballot before the show. You agreed with it. You're wrong, too. So let's show their stats next to each other because it obviously is not a debate. Wait, Brew, just wait a moment.
Stats.
And because it's LeBron across the board. Oh, Kawhi won more. I guess kind of barely. But that also has never been a part of the process.
You get the in-season tournament win, too, if you want to count that.
I included that.
Oh, you
Well, I did. You're not allowed to. What do you mean I'm not allowed to do it? I did include that. Did the game happen? I didn't include the play-in because that's not fair. The in-season
you didn't okay.
No, but I did include the in-season tournament. That to me was fair.
I was trying to
But
ask.
that's not the point. Point is this. People are like, oh, they didn't win enough to have 2 guys on the second
Exactly.
team. Okay.
I agree with
So
that.
you want
Except for
AD
this.
off?
No, here's what I want. Consistency, even if LeBron's involved. Because last year's first team, 2/5 of it were guys who missed the playoffs. Luka and SGA. Steph made a first team missing the playoffs. Since Brew's been a voter, we have had guys on the second team. Boogie Cousins, 29 wins. Kevin Love, 26 wins. Tracy McGrady, 21 and 61 on the second team. But when it comes to LeBron James, all of a sudden the All-NBA team, it's like, well, your team wasn't high enough in the standings for 2. It's never been part of the process.
Apples and oranges.
What do you mean?
You named players, individual players who had bad records.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 2 players. How can you justify putting 2 players from a team that was barely in the playoffs
Brew,
on first and second team?
Kawhi
The Clippers
won
deserve
44
somebody
games
on there.
third team. LeBron was
No.
better than him.
No.
It has never been that.
No.
You guys.
No.
You know what?
This isn't going to help you get a vote.
I don't want
Believe
one
me.
anymore.
I've broached
I
your
don't wanna be a
name
part
in the
of your
offices, and this
You
isn't
have
gonna
not
help.
broached my name in
I
any
actually did
offices.
once.
Years ago.
You broached it.
No, I mean,
I don't want to vote.
LeBron making third team is great. If you want to take Anthony Davis off and put LeBron on second
You wanna do
team,
that?
feel
It's
free.
not the standings. It's the All-NBA team.
No,
too many.
that
You can't have that
plays a
many
role.
guys.
That plays a role.
Yeah, thank you.
Third team is good.
I'm putting the Ravens quickly on the bud list. Here's why. It's new defensive coordinator, Zach Orr. Zach, here's what you're going up against week 1. Patrick Mahomes' record against the Ravens, 4-1. He's throwing the ball 73% of time completion. Total yards, 354. And last night on this very show, yesterday, I shouldn't say last night. I watch it at night.
Yeah.
I rewatch it to get better.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Patrick Mahomes says he might break out a behind-the-back pass. Maybe against you, maybe not. Take a listen.
We didn't play as well offensively enough for me to pull the behind-the-back pass off this last year, but it's no one else's fault than myself because Coach Reed wants me to throw it behind the back more than anyone in the world.
Okay, so here's the video again of Mahomes throwing behind-the-back passes. Nick, can you give me the chances that Mahomes does it in the first half of this year and the chances that he does it game 1 against the Ravens?
The chance he does it game 1 against the Ravens, I would say, is close to 0%. The chance that he does it over the course of this entire season, I'm going to peg it 2 out of 3, so 67%. So in the first half of the year, we'll go 1 and 3.
Okay.
1 and 3. As soon as you do it once, it actually is a strategic
Yes.